50 Positive Habits to Transform Your Life Part 4. Mental Habits. I always found that, in my battle to conquer negativity and become more positive, that my mind was a major obstacle. So, I decided to tackle the mind and make major and progressive change. I looked into the way that I thought about subjects and how it may have been holding me back. The answers that I got were pretty impressive, to be honest. I found that my life was going to become far more consistent simply by making the following changes. Each suggestion will ensure you develop positive, proactive mental habits that will instill you with a winning mentality. Looking at negativity. Why will this help me become more positive? One of the most powerful changes that you can make, though, is to change how you view the world around you as a whole. How do you look at negativity? Applying the action for increased positivity. I started to simply take some time to be aware how negative I was during the day. I noticed how often I would go down the negative route every day. How often should I practice? Every day. I found that the easiest way to simply change my mindset was to make myself aware of it. If I knew how negative that I was being, I might change. Life without this change. You'll just continue to let those negative thoughts run in the back of your mind. If you want to avoid this, then you simply need to consider making time for consideration. Life with this change. The main reason that I would recommend going with this change is that it helps you become aware of your mentality. How badly does it need to change here? Thinking about success. Why will this help me become more positive? Thinking about success is a great idea. Simply being able to visualize what might be coming in the future is a powerful tool, and one that can improve your mentality. Applying the action for increased positivity. The easiest way to do this is to simply spend some time, 5 minutes even, thinking about your recent progress. Even if you are not successful yet, keep thinking this way. How often should I practice? Every time you feel down about where you are and your progress. By making a simple adjustment, you'll find it's much easier to stay on track with who you are. Life without this change. You'll just continue to let the good things pass you by and pay too little attention to the good things in your life. Take the time to understand your success. Life with this change. Taking the time to make this change, though, will make you far more appreciative of your progress. Remember, all good things will take time to change, including your mentality itself. Contemplation relation. Why will this help me become more positive? One of the smartest changes that I ever made to my life, though, was how often I would take the time to contemplate. I used to act on impulse, negatively. Applying the action for increased positivity. By changing to contemplation before taking action, I and you can become more positive. It allows you to see the good, whereas taking action usually means reacting to the negatives. How often should I practice? Every day. I found that simply taking a brief period of the day to look at where I was in my mind was a very healthy pastime, helping me focus. Life without this change. I quickly noticed that failing to do this usually meant that my life would become more confusing, and I would spend too much time just reacting to situations without facts. Life with this change. This simple change was something that helped me to stop making mistakes. Now, I'm more calculated and take less risks, instead deciding to act on facts instead of half-truths. 50 Positive Habits to Transform Your Life Part 4. Mental Habits. I always found that, in my battle to conquer negativity and become more positive, that my mind was a major obstacle. So, I decided to tackle the mind and make major and progressive change. I looked into the way that I thought about subjects and how it may have been holding